Okay, this video is going to focus on more issues you'd come across when I'm not here. So basic help for the rest of the staff. So I'm going to show you how to pull up a file, see the stone list and the finger size, where to find things. So basically answer questions that a salesperson could have, or my mom for a stone list, or just reassure someone that we can do something. So 9 times out of 10, what that means is someone comes in, they bought their engagement ring from us in 2016, right? It's been years. And they want to make a matching wedding band. And Katie needs to decide if she needs them to leave the engagement ring with us, or if we can make the wedding band without it. So in that particular case, on my desktop, and there's also a little drive, there's a folder called models. I always have a ton of stuff on my desktop. I am so sorry. I'll get better about that. I just have a lot of things going on all the time. So under models, you'll see a couple headlines, right? Really the only two you need to worry about are this one, SMJ, that's us, and Stock Pieces, SMJ, South Carolina, Ted Chesler. These are all like wholesale clients, and then there's some that are even tucked away somewhere else. So this means we made it for a customer. This means we made it for the case. So in this scenario we're talking about, we made it for a customer. Let's pick an old year, 2016, and Katie says, David Borofsky wants us to make a matching band. So they're in, you'd sort them in ABC order. And then you're like, oh my God, there's 4 of them. It's the biggest number. Obviously, that means we adjusted them. I always keep old ones just in case someone is like, you know what, I've decided I like that other one best. No big deal. So let's, let's click on him. Oh, shit. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to open it in Matrix. That's all right. We're just going to close out the Rhino, and hopefully it won't F up our Matrix. It normally does pretty well. So there's the ring, but we really want to open it here. So File, Open. So we go to my desktop, SMJ, 2016. These are not sorted by name. They're sorted by date, and I normally have them set that way because obviously I want access to the ones we've been working on most recently. Just sort by name. David Borofsky. Some of these are called rendering, and you'll notice when you open it, what that means. It means, oh, you son of a bitch. There we go. Okay. It just means that I've shortened all the prongs. I've curved everything so it looks really pretty in a rendering. But when I cast it, I'm going to make everything taller. Basically, that means this customer is difficult, and I don't want them to see a problem that isn't there when I make them a rendering. Okay, so first thing first, you want to make sure that the ring pops up. We've been doing this for more than 12 years, and sometimes files get corrupted and they don't open all the way. So one, you want to make sure we have the file, so we found it, that's good. And 2, when we opened it, a ring came out. So those are the 2 biggins. So from here you could say yes, they can absolutely leave with their engagement ring. They don't have to leave it with us. I can make a matching band from this, no problem. Now, another scenario where someone might need you to look this up is they're on the phone and we're making a matching ring, and someone needs to know what their finger size is. This is where it's kind of helpful to know what color I put things in, because most of these files I built. So finger rail is always going to be on this one right here. So if you're able to find it to click it, it'll tell you what the finger rail is. But if not, you could right click and up here type in properties. Okay, and it'll pop up over here under name. I'm going to kind of just hold down my mouse and move it to the right. It says ring rail USA 6.5. That means it's a size 6.5. So someone needs to know the finger size. We've got it. The other thing that comes up a lot is my mom will need to know what size stones and how many to pull for the job. The first thing you need to do is make sure all the gems are on, because it will only tell you what stones are on visible layers, not hidden layers. So if you go to gems, almost directly below on the second one, it says Gem Reporter. You'll probably have to click this little button. you might have to update it. It tells you the size and the quantity. So this particular ring has 22 1.7s and 64 1 millimeters, but look what happens if that's off. It says there's only 22 1/7 because that's all it sees. So just make sure they're all on. Or in the inverse, let's say there's 2 rings shown, right? An engagement ring and a wedding band, and she wants to see what's just on the wedding band to make sure the engagement ring stones are not shown, and then you'll have an accurate number over here. But those are the 2 most common things that are going to happen when I'm not here.